Next on my, I invite Dr. Roxolana Zigon. She's from Russia, but has spent her many decades abroad. She is the author, she is the director. Currently, she holds the position of the director of the Scientific Center for International Research, Diplomacy, and Participation of Civilizations. She is also an active writer and TV host and author of the multiple papers and researches, theatrical plays, and movie scripts, and poetry. So, such a multifaceted personality. I request Dr. Roxolana scholarly pursuits about security and connectivity in the regional context should provide us a valuable insight on impending challenges and opportunities. You have the floor. And since, again, it's a time constraint, if you can please limit your presentation to 10 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to thank distinguished audience, my colleagues, the panelists, that have been quite accurate in giving a detailed analysis and strategic insight of the importance of connectivity, trade, investments, and security issues in the region of South Asia and Central Asia. I would like to talk from the perspective of Pakistan. I would like, in the context of my speech, to thank the ambassador of Kazakhstan to Pakistan, who has clearly indicated an importance of connecting not only the regions but the continents. Moreover, I highly appreciate an important stance that has sounded here about the significance of eliminating the unpredictability and uncertainty that has become a reality in the region. However, before we will talk about contextual intelligence of the issue of security, we must clear up what kind of concept and what kind of methodology were furnished to utilize and represent. Actually, when we talk about regional security, fight against terrorism and organized crime, economic connectivity, and trade enhancement, technological breakthroughs, we mean not that only the backyard of the global order system, we mean the nucleus of the emerging multipolar world. We mean something that goes far beyond our traditional forms and ways of perception. We deal with something highly intangible that challenges political geography, economic ties between states, national and regional security. We are confronted by the daily growth of complexity of the risks and threats that demand unprecedented approach, strategic insight and polymathic leadership. But again, I would like to take a look at the situation from the perspective of Pakistan. Pakistan has been threatened and has been dwelling for decades in a quite negative, aggressive environment. Moreover, it has been a heavy weight and pressure from the side of international media that has been marking Pakistan as the epicenter of terrorism, extremism, and radicalism. And I think the time has come to reconsider, to reconceptualize the situation, and to look from the point of view how the strategic view can be adopted to the new reality, to the escalation of tension along the borders of Pakistan. We have recently witnessed the situation of the war conflict between India and Pakistan, and more recent tensions on the border between Pakistan and Afghanistan. We have also witnessed the deterioration of diplomatic efforts in order to conclude peace talks and secure the borders between Afghanistan and Pakistan. But unfortunately, or perhaps fortunately, every single element of strategic security is interlaced with a broader agenda and broader context. So where is Pakistan standing today? Pakistan is slowly but steadily getting involved by the outer forces and the global affairs dynamics to the spiral of the unprecedented challenges of power reconceptualization, redistribution, and revitalization. In this context, I would like to take a closer look at what power means on the regional level in order to have a broader scope and broader understanding of how Pakistan can meet and address the global order agenda. Power is born within the process when everyone runs while you have an ability to stop. And Pakistan is standing in this precise position to stop it, to reconsider itself in the context of the regional connectivity, regional interdependence, interlace of the whole complex of issues and security challenges. Today, power offers you a dilemma of either you manage your geo-economic, geopolitical, and geocognitive resources, or you are to repeat the scenarios and strategies of linear motion forward in the future. Power has never been as eloquent as these days. It depends on the connectivity between people to people, and we have to consider it and not to undermine the perspectiveness of enhancement of this type of connectivity and communication in the context of the sixth technological wave. It becomes much more significant than political geography. As soon as political geography being challenged by the systemic shifts of the global world order or disorder gives way to the quantum geopolitics, where connectivity and interdependence is less engaged with the territory and more with the geocognitive dimension, where political, economic narrative counts much more than a sheer political geographic position. Those states that know how to control, direct the energy of connectivity, they are to define rules and scenarios of the future and the new reality. You can't be a leader just because you are given a favorable geostrategic position in the region. You are to be able to connect the body, mind, and spirit of the lens as if you are addressing the conscious images and projecting visions on the big screen of the unseen yet perspectives. You formulate future freely without dependency on the past and present. We can say that no power in the world, including the West, is willing to launch the World War III. And I think we will be witnessing all forms of the hybrid wars and perma-crisis of different amplitude in the nearest future. Unfortunately, the West doesn't demonstrate any kind of strategic vision, strategic thinking that can counterbalance a powerful collective anti-West wave which touches the region of South Asia. And we can also register how that kind of confrontation waves are coming from the epicenter of military conflict in Europe and slowly but steadily moving in direction to the South Asia. Multipolarity is the fact, but still it is not a defined world order. In this context, the key goal of Pakistan is to act with a strategic enhancement and avoid the rehearsal of the past geopolitical traps. In this context, I would like to suggest, on the ground of the Margalla Dialogue Forum, an initiative that I truly believe can strengthen the position of Pakistan and can strengthen its strategic awareness. I think it will be quite relevant if Pakistan will offer an Islamabad path interdependence consensus format. I call it EPIC, that corresponds to the famous economic investment project CPEC. Considering a high level of instability and permanent risks to break up the fragile borders and security agreements, deterioration of the peace talks between Pakistan and Afghanistan and other international actors such as Turkey and Qatar, there is a strong call for setting up the initiative that will embrace 4 decisive pillars in the context of Pakistan and the region of South Asia. Is geoeconomic, geopolitical, geostrategic, and geocognitive. Because I truly believe that without a collective security effort, whereas Pakistan can take a leading role, there will be quite difficult, or rather impossible, to unite a distorted elements or the whole set of unpredictability which are spread all around the region of South Asia, Central Asia, including Afghanistan, Iran, and the border between Pakistan and India, in one united strategic knot. Therefore, I believe that Pakistan, using its position as a strategic hub, which is capable to connect not only transportation corridors, which actually exploit 6 transportation trade corridors at the present moment, but to cover a much broader strategic space, can initiate this Islamabad path interdependence consensus format and to lead it forward. Moreover, I think it will be quite useful if the security policy strategic plan that Pakistan has coined in 2022 until 2026 will receive a prolongation, a logical prolongation, and will offer a so-called soft intelligence power concept, because I truly believe without the concept, Pakistan will not be able to combine together its geostrategic forces and offer to its partners a practical framework of realization of security, strategy, and connectivity. Soft intelligence power will give to Pakistan a deeper decoding of the notion soft power, which is truly in need today. I think that all these incentives that I have just mentioned are to be gathered under considerate frame of the new conceptual approach of the Islamabad Path Interdependence Consensus format, which will become a manifestation of the soft intelligence of Pakistan power and strategic leadership in the context of the emerging world order. I think the motto of Pakistan can become unite and lead. This motto can correspond to the spirit of Pakistan and its partners in the Central Asia, Middle East, and South Asia. An important incentive I would like also to mention that while realizing any kind of strategic plan from the position, from the point of Pakistan, it's also crucially important to elaborate a united information system of exchange. That's actually a practical tool that will help to provide a united security system or united security architecture in the region of South Asia. I would like to thank you for being so generous to listen to my ideas and initiatives, and I do hope that these initiatives will have its realization and Pakistan will demonstrate a capability of unite and leader. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Roxolana, for your innovative ideas, and hopefully that could generate more discussion.